だけますか？
はい。妖怪ウォッチっていうまず妖怪ウォッチというのを説明するためには、まず妖怪というのは何かということを語りたいん
Why
で
is
すけ
that
ど、
meter
妖
there?
怪とい
Is
う
that
の
like a
は、
sprint
モ
meter?
ンスターでも
Yeah, it's going down
ゴー
as
ストでもない
he runs.
妖怪は妖怪であるということをちゃんとまず
Okay, he
知
has
って
two
おいてほしいな
distinct
と思い
running
ます。
speeds.
So to start with explaining what yokai watch is, I think it's important to explain what a yokai is. So first thing I really like everyone to understand is that yokai aren't monsters, yokai aren't ghosts, they are yokai. That's what they are.
で、
Yeah, real
例え
helpful.
ばモンスターだとどちらかというとギャーッと鳴いたりとかっていう鳴き声を発するような動物的なイメージだし、ゴーストって言われるとやっぱりちょっと怖い内面を持ったちょっと人を襲いそうなとかってあるんですけど、妖怪っていうのはどちらでもなくて、やっぱり
That definitely
普
looks
通の
like a
人間と
mini
全く
warp
同じ
pipe.
バックストーリーとか過去とかキャラクタ
Oh,
ー
it
性を持って
spotted
いる
him.
っていうところが特徴だと思います。
So I think one characteristic to take into account about yokai is that so when you look at monsters, they're like almost animalistic. They have whether it's like crying or howling, growling, whatever it is, it's like an animal. Whereas if you look at ghosts, it's sort of like you get a scary impression that they'll, I don't know, maybe come and attack you or maybe possess you. But yokai are like humans. They have their own personality, they have their own background, and they have their own reasons of why they are the way they are. So I think that's a really important characteristic and aspect of a yokai.
Excellent.
Very cool.
Excellent.
だから、子供みたいな妖怪もいれば、おじいちゃんとかそういう妖怪もいたり、あとはちょっと怖い不良みたいな妖怪とか、そういう一人一人、人間に置き換えられるような性格設定になってます。
So you might have yokai that is like an old man, old person, and then you have yokai that's like a little child, a little boy, and then you also have yokai that are a little bit scary. So you can almost replace these yokai with human personalities and traits.
That's very true. I noticed that everyone has a unique personality as well. And it really brings a character out of each single one has a history.
妖怪一人一人にすごい特有の個性とか性格があると見えますね。
そうですね。
Yeah, I really enjoy the art design, the character design is really impressive in this game, and there are over 200 yokai that you can befriend in this game.
200体以上の妖怪がいて一人一人がすごい面白いデザイン。
That is a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
そうですね。
It's a completionist's nightmare slash dream.
That's nothing compared to how many
Also, I wanted to
Pokemon there
find,
are.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
どうぞ。
世界にもすごくこだわっていて、このなんか子供たちが遊べるオープンワールドの RPG のような、どこにでも行って何をやってもいいっていう世界観を
Looks like another one of that same mushroom guy they
ストー
fought
リーを進め
earlier.
ていくだけじゃなくて、ストーリーを進めるのももちろんいいんですけど、一つの街をですね、好きなところに行って好きなことをするっていう、それが一つの魅力になってます。
And we spent a lot of time creating the world and map of Yokai Watch as well, because we wanted to create an RPG that's open world where kids can go in and do what they want, go where they want and do what they want. So there's obviously the story that progresses as you move along, but it's not just the story. So as you're progressing in the story, you can decide you want to go do this there or you go do that in another place, and really make the give a lot of freedom and for the kids to play the game.
Have we talked about the watch itself and how it's designed and how it was created?
So the watch is
Ultimate.
maybe Mr. Hino could talk a little bit about the yokai wheel that we see at the bottom here for our audience.
Target,
じゃあ
go
まず
find
この
item.
表示されてます妖怪ウィルについて少し紹介していただけますでしょうか。
このロールですか。
はい。
これ戦闘をやっぱりこの戦闘でこだわったのはやっぱり妖怪たちが身近にいるっていう感じなんですけど、例えばこのくるくる回すことによって、妖怪たちが存在していて前衛と後衛とっていうようにどっちを前にするかによって戦略が大きく変わったり、あと触ってこすったり叩いたりするっていうことでそこに妖怪がいてなんていうの、その妖怪に触れているっていう感じを 出したいということで、こういう触ってバトルするっていうものにしました。
So when this battle scene that you just saw, the wheel, it actually has, you have a control of 6 yokai, and there's the yokai that are standing in front and the yokai that are in the back. But we really wanted to focus on the fact that the yokai are there as part of your daily life. They're always there with you. And so even in the battle sequences that you saw, there's a lot, sometimes you tap, sometimes you rub and scratch the screen. There's a lot of interaction with the yokai, and we really wanted to make sure that you're fighting alongside and interacting with the yokai as you're doing battle.
Yeah, it's really interesting. The combat system, for those who may not have seen our segment on this yesterday, is really, it's a whole lot of fun because it's this beautiful controlled chaos. Because while your yokai are on auto attack here, see, I've targeted the Pandal in the middle as well, so I'm focusing all the attacks on there. And you also need to see, I've got one of my guys is inspirited here, so I have to throw him to the back in order to purify him. So I have to do this little mini game on the bottom screen while the characters are still attacking. See, now I have to target. There's a wisp here. I want that. I have to pop that. Got some cash there, it looks like. And you're also, while all of this is going on, if your yokai get too low on hit points, you're gonna have to feed them. You're gonna have to give them a a row rice ball, say, because yokai love row rice balls. And so it's this really
That just knocked him
while
out.
the yokai are an auto attack, you are the ultimate sort of coach there for support there the whole time in order to
that
sort
thing
of
a mini
reinforce how your
house
yokai
with arms
the
and
specific
legs?
yokai that you put on your wheel and in your watch, how they play out.
妖怪も自分で攻撃をするんですが、プレイヤーとしてのコーチというような感じで自分が入れた妖怪に指示を出して戦い方を導くみたいな設定になってるんですね。
It's excellent. So that's one of the things too I was gonna say is I just love watching all the battles. I'm just like sitting here like, wow, this is really exciting.
There's a lot going on in these battles.
I'm learning a lot myself. It's a really interesting
Check it out.
design.
So I get to befriend Pandal here. It's
All
awesome.
right.
妖怪の動きとかもすごくこだわって作ってあるので、一つ一つ。
ごめんなさい、もう一度。
妖怪の動きすごくこだわって作ってあるんですよ。
And when we were creating the yokai, we made sure we put a lot of effort into the movement of each yokai so that they portray their personality.
Medallion?
Yeah, I love after each victory. I don't know if anyone saw it yet, but after each victory, they do a little dance. Each one has their own little
勝利の踊りみ
dance.
たいな一人一人違うのをやってるんですね。
Do each one have their own unique little?
Yeah. It's pretty
awesome.
sweet. So and
It's
you saw
awesome.
that little. You saw the yokai medallion there on the bottom screen, and that's where you put the little yokai medals. And so then when you go to either your house or to an IPO, you can swap them in and out of your yokai watch, and that'll mark the 6 that you're carrying around with you at any given time. And depending on the boss battle or like where you're at in the game, you're going to want different yokai. Sometimes you're going to want defensive yokai. You're going to want maybe a healer in there, a couple big brutes. I like speed and charming yokai because I like the bonuses that they give, but I also like to throw in a healer just in case I'm not quick enough to always get the items back into to restore hit points.
So do you have like a standard group then you always go with?
Say again?
So you have like a standard group that you always go with, like a particular?
Well, especially once you get up to the tougher bosses, there's definitely like, all right, this just having all bruisers is not going to work.
So yeah, okay.
And you
Really
really
good
gotta
tactics.
map out your strategy of the yokai that you put into your watch and that you take along with you. So
ちなみにこの妖怪ウォッチと妖怪メダルというのがゲームの中に登場するものが本当に日本ではもうすでに売ってあったりするんですけど、それが非常に売れていて、もう子供たちの中では手に入らないアイテムになっています。
So actually, the yokai medals and the yokai watch that you see in game, they are actually toy versions of that, at least in Japan, that have been released, and they've actually been very, very popular. A lot of kids weren't able to get it because they're so popular.
Oh wow.
it's very cool.
Sounds
Alright,
familiar.
another good fight coming here. Are we gonna fight a boss maybe?
Yeah, I think we'll see if we can ambush a boss here after this. Caden's about out. This is good.
I love the ninja design there on Dimmy.
You like Dimmy?
Yeah,
he's
probably my favorite one right now. I know there's so many more to see too, though. Okay. So what area are you in right now? Oh, never mind.
So this whole town is Springdale. You're a kid, Nate, or you can play as a girl, Katie, and you're on summer vacation. And nickname Caden's good. I like Caden. And one of the things I like, one of the first things that struck me about this game that I really enjoy is sort of along the same lines of like LBX, of like seeing this world through the eyes of a child. And you know, one of the first things that you encounter as Nate is your parents having an argument that is being caused by a yokai. And so the mission is to go out and collect yokai and defeat this yokai that's causing this sort of domestic dispute. But it's also this beautiful way, honestly, for a child to sort of solve their own conflicts in life, and I thought that was really interesting. One of the first things that I noticed.
最初ゲームをプレイしたときに最初の問題というのはお父さんとお母さんが喧嘩してるでそれを解決するために妖怪を探しに行くということなんですけど、やっぱこれを見て本当このゲームを子供の視点から見てただ妖怪を探して解決するんじゃなく、その子供たちにとってもどうやって自分の中の人生の問題を解決していけるかというメッセージも込められているような気がしてすごい素晴らしいなと思いました。
これ子供たちの悩みをものすごく研究してですね、リストアップしてでこの一つ一つのクエストやアニメのストーリーを作る上でその実際にある子供たちの悩みを妖怪のせいということにして、エピソードにしています。なので一つ一つクエストすごく面白いと思います。
So, you know, each of these, we actually did a lot of research into finding out what's really bothering children, what are they struggling with, what kind of is kind of the hardships they face in their everyday lives, and we listed that up, and we try to address all of those through these chapters, and in the anime through each episode. And just seeing that and really going through the process of trying to figure out how to solve that was a very interesting and enjoyable process.
That's amazing.
Wow, that must have been quite a bit of research actually as well.
そのリサーチもすごく大変だったんでしょうか。
そうですね。もうみんななんていうかこうスタッフの家族とかみんな含めてみんなでその子供たちが悩んでることっていうのを持ち寄ってでリストにしてで一つずつそれをストーリーに落とし込んでいくっていう作業をしました。
Yeah, it was a lot of work. We even involved families of the staff member, and we all gathered together and just try to list up all of the issues that kids go through these days, and then try to address each one of those. It was a lot of work.
Wow, fantastic! Wow, a little mind blowing.
You never knew, right?
Yeah.
The things you learn.
Did he just run through a street light?
So what I'm gonna do here now is I'm gonna go get one of my favorite yokai in action here, Baku. Baku is his specialty is a sleep yokai, and what he does is he becomes this doppelganger for you, so that you can go sneak out at night, and he takes your place in bed, so your parents think that you're sleeping. Well, wait. Oh, Baku didn't come out that time. That's all right. It's nighttime, right? And I'm just taking off, Mom.
It's all good.
Okay, all right. So you're sneaking out after hours here now.
Terrible example.
And I'm gonna go. At this point in the game, you're tasked with finding. This story's hysterical. You're tasked with finding someone's pair of lucky underwear.
What?
The watchmaker who upgrades your yokai watch cannot work without his lucky underwear. And so you are tasked with retrieving those from the hot springs that he left them at.
Please tell me that the guy who made Earthbound is also working on this game.
細かいアクションこだわって
what was his name
家を
again?
出る時に
I
靴
think
を
it was
脱いだりここに入る時に靴をちゃんと脱いだり
Itoi.
あと信号では
What the
ちゃんと
crud
待
is
た
up
なきゃ
with
いけない
that bath?
もう街のギミック一つ一つすごくこだわって作られているので非常にこう見てていろんなこうところに小さく入ってるアニメーションとかがあって楽しいと思います。
Sproink.
And we, like I
Whoa,
mentioned before,
that
we,
is a big
spent a lot of
pig.
time creating the world of Yokai Watts. So in the Japanese version, if you go into a house, he actually takes off his shoes. If you go into a cross street, you actually got to press the button, wait for the light to change before you can cross. So even just watching this world, you see all of these little details that are very close and at home with users.
Awesome. It looks like we're about to fight this boss here. Why don't we have a little history on this guy?
I love this character design. This is Sproink, and he is the holder of the lucky undies. And check out this battle scene.
What was that?
It's a dance in the hot springs.
これはボス戦で
And
す。
I love these two guys in the background. Okay, so, and you know, again, one of the great things is the way that this game really levels up. These boss battles are no joke.
Oh, that's right. I remember this boss battle. We got this. I totally got this.
You see, I'm targeting his weak spot there. All right, got it. Okay, I also need the HP up here. Who needs it? Let's get.
This is some goofy music.
Got low defense, so I know I need to keep him fed. And so what I'm doing here is the ultimate move. I'm unleashing each one. Each yokai has their special move. Oh.
Did you see me?
Each one has their own particular name, it looks like, on it as well.
この
They're
ボ
all-
スこのボスの
What?
攻略は頭をまずね攻撃して
What?
頭をガードしたときにへ
Did
そ
you
が
just shoot fire
へそが
out of
むき出し
its
になるのでそこに
stomach?
ピンを立てて倒すっていうやり方です。
So in this boss battle, you actually have to use the targeting system a lot. You have to focus on attacking his head first. And
Head first
after
as
a certain
always.
while, he's going to start protecting his head. And that's when he reveals his real weak point, which is his belly button. And then you have to move the target pin back to the belly button to do some effective damage.
でボス一つ一つ他のボスも含めて攻略法があってただこう強くなったら倒せるというわけではなくその攻略を探すっていうのも楽しみの一つになってます。
And so not only this boss battle, but each boss battle, there's a certain kind of strategy and way to approach it. So you can't just kind of power your way through, just level up and power your way through. There's
最初
always a challenge.
へそをむき出しにするまでは頭を狙わないといけない。
Yeah, so you gotta focus on the head until he reveals his weak point.
That's really cool.
Bring it up.
So you can see it right there. Come on, Eddie, you got this.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. All right. Let's kick to the back. Let's get some Cicade in there.
You got 5 left. You good?
All right.
You
We
good?
also need some on Dimmy too. There's also a cooldown. I can't just feed them constantly. Okay, here's my bonus. All the
今へ
yokai.
そですね。
Now's the time.
Oh.
Stomach. The stomach.
All right, I gotta target that though. I gotta stick a pin in it. Here comes the boo-hoo blast.
Oh, that did really good
There we go.
damage.
So I don't know if we're gonna have time to get through this entire battle, unfortunately. But Mr. Hino, I really wanted to thank you for joining
Absolutely.
us. This is really an honor for us to be here. We love your games.
This is such weird music.
全て素晴らしいです。楽しんでいます。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And you know what? That about wraps up our day. Day 2 at E3 Treehouse
Made it.
Live. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a big day. We had a lot going on, and we're coming back tomorrow, 9:55. We're starting right back up here for day 3. So please join us.
I'm not gonna be recording day 3.
Mr. Hino, thank you once again.
2
Good
days,
night.
that's plenty. Well then, I hope you guys have enjoyed my live reactions. Although you won't be seeing today's live reactions for several weeks, probably. Oh man. This was insane. I hope that what I did today was good enough to hope this was good enough to keep you guys interested, to keep watching through these, I guess at this point now, 13 hours of E3 footage. But hey, I did my best, and I'm hoping you guys enjoyed. So, with that said, I will see you guys next time.